Implementing a loyalty program is difficult because there are multiple parties involved. In so many cases, these parties do not understand each other because they do not have a joint understanding of the loyalty concept. This is why it's very crucial to have the loyalty concept figured. And this is why companies should work with companies like Valentic.
Hi, my name is Maya and I'm consultant at Valentic CX. I welcome you to this day's remote interview where we will be talking about loyalty programs. Specifically about the topic, what's important when doing loyalty in 2023 and what are the top characteristics and features of successful modern loyalty programs. In order to answer this question best, I have invited a very special guest today, Zsuzsa Kecsmar, who is the co-founder and Chief Strategy Officer at Antavo. So let's dive into it and happy watching.
Hello, Zsuzsa. Warm welcome to you. So happy to have you here today. Would you like to introduce yourself first? Yeah, thank you very much for having me. Hi, everyone. I'm Zsuzsa Kecsmar, Chief Strategy Officer and co-founder of Antavo. Antavo is a loyalty cloud to manage loyalty programs and Valentic and Antavo partners. So I'm very happy to be here and talk about loyalty and loyalty programs.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the introduction. So let's dive into it directly and start with our first question. Loyalty programs are nothing new nowadays. They're standards in many industries. We know them from tourism and hotels, from aviation, and we know them from retail companies. You earn something, you get something back from the company for being loyal to it. But from the perspective from somebody who's in the market for a very long time now, what would you say is important when doing loyalty nowadays?
Yeah, it's a great question, and you are right. We are here in this space for quite a while. Antavo is an established company in the loyalty space. We founded a company back in 2012. We are in loyalty since 2016. And there are now so great companies using the tool like KFC, which just won an award recently, or BMW, our big pharma companies, airports, big fashion companies that unfortunately we can't talk about yet, but I would love to. So they use Antavo, and there is definitely like a historical aspect to it, because loyalty programs used to be this like earn and burn, spend a dollar, earn a point kind of programs. This is what has been around for like 100 years. It's like quite easy. It's transactional. It's really about a business relationship between the business and the customer. But today's loyalty programs can do so much better because there is this big technology change that we've been through. And loyalty programs should follow that too. And this is what we do as a company too, that we enable that. Just to tell you a couple of examples, besides rewarding purchases, you can reward other things like friend referrals. That's still easy. Product reviews, it's still okay-ish, easy-ish. Gamification, like you spin the wheel, you spend your reward points or points in spinning wheels. Or you can reward if people are working out. Active lifestyle, thanks to the connection with like Strava, Vertical Life, or applications, sports tracking applications like that. You can reward if customers are bringing back old clothes to recycle. You can really connect with customers on the level of their lifestyle, their like them as a person, not only with them as a customer. And this is the future of loyalty programs. This is how it will evolve from the traditional spend a dollar, earn a point, to a more whole, different kind of relationship with the customer.
Yeah, and today we also will be talking about the success of loyalty programs. But what would you say, what makes a loyalty program even successful in your opinion?
So we just talked about earn and burn. Earn and burn also is a great model to describe what a loyalty program is. You earn privileges, benefits, rewards based on actions, and then you spend it to privileges, rewards, benefits. So basically, these are the two slides of the equation. These are the two sides of a loyalty program. It's very important, and to make a loyalty program successful, it's very important that these two are in balance and that these two go beyond monetary earn activities and monetary burn activities. Just as I said, what are the things that you can reward? What are the actions that you can reward on the earn side? There are so many things to do on the burn side, because usually companies get stuck with like coupons. Now let's do coupons and that's it. But it's, again, something monetary, and there is so much, it's way to go to go beyond that. Let me tell you a couple of examples, like experiential rewards, getting an invitation to an event that is only for members only, or getting access to a new product before anyone else. This exclusivity, scarcity, secrecy, unlimiting access, these are great strategies to make a loyalty program offering more attractive. And there are actually multiple variables. There is no secret recipe in terms of what makes a loyalty program successful, because it's different for all companies. But just to tell you a couple of examples, what we see changing recently. For example, with points. There are companies who are very strong on using points, like loyalty points or diamonds or hearts or whatever. But there are those who just really don't use points. Another one is tiers, like these levels for tiers. There are those who have very clear structures, like bronze, silver, gold, or platinum. But there are those where there are no tiers, or there are 2 tiers. And the third is paid loyalty programs and free loyalty programs, or freemium loyalty programs. That's something that we see increasing in the past couple of months or so, because there are companies who are launching these freemium loyalty programs, and there are like 2 tiers, and it would be one which is a paid tier and another one which is a free tier. Just to give you a couple of examples, it's a Sweetgreen, that company in the US that recently relaunched their loyalty programs in a way that it has a paid element, or Barnes & Noble, the bookstore, has their paid loyalty programs, or CVS pharmacy has also its paid loyalty programs. But I think what is really most special is if you can, and it's really the something that would bring us the closest to success, if you can connect with your customers based on your shared values on the personal level. Just to tell you a great example from Germany, one of my favorite customers is Bergzeit, a mountain wear retailer in Germany. They sell mountain wear, they sell hiking equipment, and their loyalty program actually rewards if you go out hiking, or if you don't live in a mountaineering area, then they have these walking challenges. It's amazing because it's not related to purchase, but it's related to the lifestyle that you as a company represent and the lifestyle that your customer wants to live. So these are kinds of loyalty programs that can make a real difference. It can be a differentiator to your entire company. You need to see the loyalty program not in itself as a loyalty program, but this loyalty program can be a differentiator for your entire company.
Okay, and would you see any further features or characteristics that would make a loyalty program successful beyond those that you named now?
There are 2 more, I think, that are great, and we see them coming up in the past 1 year or so. One of them is supporting ESG activities, like this environmental, social, governance activities. There is actually another benefit to that, because marketing teams can tap into the ESG budgets of their own companies. And when the loyalty program is connected to charity or connected to support healthy living or recycling and so on, the loyalty program can do that. And the other one is partnership rewards, partner rewards. And we even have a number related to that. The average annual spend of members who are redeem partner offers is more than 3 times higher. So it's those kinds of rewards that are not completely from you or from your selection, but from a partner of yours. And these would be complementary to your product. Then it really helps to identify the best customers, and those customers are even better because of that. Just to give you a great example, one of our customers is a luxury fashion company, an e-commerce retailer called Zsuzsa Kecsmar. They are in luxury fashion, and in their rewards selection, there are rewards from these luxury getaways in travel and restaurants and events. And those companies who are offering these, they are all in for reaching any Zsuzsa Kecsmar customer because they have the same customer, and Zsuzsa Kecsmar is not competing with them. So it's like a match made in heaven. It's a win-win for everyone, for Zsuzsa Kecsmar, for the customer, and for the partner that they work together this way.
Okay, so see, there are many, many ways how you can design a loyalty program, and many ways beyond the earn and burn classical scheme that's, it's all known to us. Very interesting. And one more question for you, Zsuzsa. Is there any challenge that you see in doing loyalty programs? And would you name a solution how you could avoid this challenge, or how can you better be prepared for this challenge maybe?
Yes, I think the biggest challenge in every loyalty program launches that we see, and we see many because this is all what we do powering loyalty programs, is the implementation period. Implementing a loyalty program is difficult because there are multiple parties involved. There is the customer, the brand or retailer who wants a loyalty program. There is, in some of the cases, there is a strategy agency. There is an integrator or implementation agency. And there is a company like Antavo, which provides the technology, or it can be others too. Hopefully, these days, it's less and less custom development, more solutions like Antavo, which are no codes on the long run. So loyalty managers, marketing managers can easily manage it. But we just talked about these 4 parties. They are involved. In so many cases, these parties do not understand each other because they do not have a joint understanding of the loyalty concept. This is why it's very crucial to have the loyalty concept figured. And this is why companies should work with companies like Valentic, because you have the competency to design a loyalty program, and you have the competency to implement a loyalty program. As experts, you can guide brands, retailers, whatever company is wanting to launch a loyalty program on how it should be done, which are the points to make sure that are taken care of. And this way, companies, even internally, can better understand each other. For technology implementations, this is crucial because you can only implement the technology if you know what you really want. So I would say that this is usually the biggest challenge, and it's really worth it to invest in truly clarifying what you want to achieve with the loyalty program and how it will work. According to Gartner, 1 out of 3 companies today without a loyalty program will have one by 2027, meaning that it will be a lot of competition out there. It will be companies wanting to launch these programs because there is this trend that previously it is more about customer acquisition, but since COVID, it's really companies trying to keep their own customers close just to keep them. And plus there is this global recession. So everything is going to the direction that you should focus on your own customers. And this Gartner number, what it can really teach us is that the others are doing it. So while the others are doing it, you should also do it and stand out from the competition with a great loyalty programs that it's not only earn and burn, but has any of the features that we talked about. You can do that. You can stand out.
Yeah, so that's also a challenge that we see more and more, and a trend that we see more and more customers also coming to us saying, yeah, we would like to implement a loyalty program. We would like to, yeah, to get the customers to stay with our company. And it's also a challenge that we see even more and more between balancing the loyalty strategy and balancing the perfect loyalty technology, which can also implement all the requirements that you have with it. It's very important to have something very flexible and very, yeah, that you don't need to have a custom-made solution, but rather something that is already up to date and has all the features in it that you would like to have. Yeah, so that was our interview for today. Thank you very much, Zsuzsa. I think we all could learn something new and profit off of your examples from your day-to-day work. Again, thank you very much for joining today.
Thank you for having me.
Great day.
Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the interview, and if you're further interested in the topic of loyalty programs, feel free to download our Ultimate Loyalty Playbook, where you learn in 10 steps how you get to your perfect loyalty strategy.